Yes, sir. Good afternoon. This is Mustaqim Patan from Alliance University, Bangalore, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. And my title is Artificial Intelligence Applications in Space Exploration are simply Artificial Intelligence in Space Systems. How we will use the artificial intelligence and machine learning in space exploration, and how we can integrate that artificial intelligence and machine learning into the space exploration program and get everything done. Going to the next slide. First, let me start with introduction to artificial intelligence in space. In this thing, I will give an overview of how AI technologies are utilized in space exploration. Then I will move to the significance of AI in space machines, followed by potential transformations in understanding the universe. First, autonomous navigation systems, key technologies enhancing space exploration efficiency and safety. For example, if we see in our daily life, there are many things we can see that uses artificial intelligence and machine learning. Uh, some of them are like image sensing, uh, or we can use the open computer vision packages where we can determine what type of a object we are holding or any other. Going to the next slide, how we can use the artificial intelligence in satellite image analysis, exploring the impact of AI on Earth observation and resource management. Now, starting from Earth observation, how we can use artificial intelligence to monitor the Earth's surface. Like, for example, there is stratosphere, where we can observe that particular layer without any human intervention, and the machine will analyze how the data is coming and how we can use the data to predict the future. For example, predicting the weather based on the previous 10 years data or 20 years data. We will collect all the previous data, then we will use our machine learning models to to predict the future. Now, coming to the resource management, how we can use the resources so optimizedly so that we can push the satellites operation into maximum limit. Okay. uh, Now, how we can track how we can manage that resources. For example, if any human intervention is there, we can use around 90% of the satellite's potential or 80% of the satellite's potential. But by using the AI and ML, we can perfectly squeeze out the satellite's operation and get the maximum out of from it. Then coming to the urban planning, assisting in the development and management of urban areas by analyzing land use and infrastructure needs. How we can use the satellites and followed by the artificial intelligence so that we can easily plan where this building can be placed or where this building can be constructed based on the previous data that we have. For example, if we want to build a very good building, but we are not sure uh, we are not sure where we can construct that building perfectly, then we can leverage the potential of satellites and artificial intelligence so that we can easily predict where we can construct this particular building. For example, a fun world or a water park cannot be constructed in an area where there is some type of rivers or lakes, where we cannot construct some fun parks. But if the human intervention is needed at that point, there will be huge yeah, it will be a huge cost so that we can determine whether it is possible to build that particular building in that area or not. But in this case, we can use the artificial intelligence and the satellite monitoring so that we can easily conclude that we can build this building we can build this building over there or not. Going to the next slide, we have robotic assistants for astronauts, enhancing space missions with AI driven support. Just a minute, sir. Sorry for that. Now, coming to robotic assistant for astronaut. See, for example, if there is an astronaut who has a space suit, how we will use the AI and ML in this is like we will constantly monitor his health. What is his heartbeat? What is his uh, breath limit? What is his body's temperature? What is his condition now? Then we can easily conclude this is the condition for the astronaut and he will need this type of support in the future, or we can gather some average data from the astronauts body measures, so that in the upcoming for the upcoming astronauts uh, we can only prepare them for this type of condition. We can easily determine them. And then also data collection, gathering and processing scientific data autonomously for research. Then also going to the next slide, we have AI in space communication system. Now, first of all, enhancing communication for effective space missions. The first and foremost, the very most important thing in the space missions is communication between the ground station and the satellite or the astronauts who are present in that. Now, this is the very important concept in space systems. Now, how we can use this AI in this communication system? Now, how we can use AI where we can construct some type of machine learning models. Then also we can use artificial intelligence so that we can easily enhance them and make them more reliable and efficient, so that we can easily communicate with the other party, that is a satellite or an astronaut who is present over there, so that there is no lag between the ground station and the astronaut or the satellite which is in the space. And also we can process that signals for a very long distance communication. For example, if there is a Mars mission and we use some AI type of algorithms, so that the rover or the uh, orbiter will take actions immediately without any human intervention. For example, see, from Earth to Mars, it will take around some 20-15 minutes. I don't know exactly, but it will take some time to reach the message from the ground station to the satellite. It will be a huge cost because many things can be happened in that meantime. So if we use AI to take decisions immediately without any human intervention, it will be very useful, and it will easily take the decisions and will conclude what to do and how to do immediately without any human intervention or the signal from the ground station, where AI will be very much useful. And coming to the data compression, for example, there are hundreds of images or thousands of images, and if we and it is a lot of it is a huge data which is need to be sent back to the earth, which is like a costly operation. But if we use this AI to compress the data to minimum point, so that it can be easily transferred back to the ground station. So there won't be much more data which is used, or there will be less use of signals, the less use of resources, because in space missions it is very much we need to be careful about what data we will send and what data will be received by the satellite, and how the data is being sent and how the data is being processed. Next, error correction. Why? How the error correction will be used is, uh, for example, a pixeled image is sent from the satellite from the Mars, for example, and some of the pixels has been damaged during the transportation from the satellite to the Earth. In the middle of this communication, we lost some signals and we lost some of the pixels in the image. But when coming to the back to the ground station, we can use the AI, we can use the capability of AI, so we can rebuild that pixel, and we can create that image again on the earth. Or we can analyze that data, for example, soil data or any moisturizer data, that we can use and use the AI models to predict what's happening over there in the satellite, and what's happening in that particular astronaut's body. We can easily detect that and correct the errors also. Now coming to the predictive maintenance of spacecraft, which will be taken by my teammate, Miss Sai Mahima. I hand over to Miss Sai Mahima to continue the PPT.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Mahima from Alliance University. So, I'm taking over the predictive maintenance of spacecraft. So, first is AI enables predictive maintenance. Like, it helps us to predict all the future upcoming problems and failures, and everything can be predicted before and can be handled very easily with this AI. And let's go to next slide. AI space weather prediction.
It's not audible.
Just a minute, sir. I don't know
Okay.
because the PPT is lag. I don't know where it is. Just give me a minute to figure it out.
Okay.
My teammates' internet got stuck, so I am continuing the presentation. AI in space weather prediction. How we can use the satellite imagery and satellite-based data to predict the upcoming weather. First is data integration, pattern recognition, and forecasting models. First is data integration. How we can combine the data from various sources, for example, satellites, ground stations, then also many other things, so that we can easily integrate the data and we can easily combine the data, and then we can easily create one pattern, and we can detect one pattern by using leveraging the AI capability. For example, we have 10 years of previous data where for a particular city or some town, so that we can easily forecast, create one prediction, so that we can easily mitigate the risks associated with space weather events. Now, coming to AI driven space exploration, harnessing artificial intelligence to enhance space missions and research. How we can use autonomous rovers, explore how we can use the autonomous rovers. What is meant by autonomous rovers is it will navigate automatically on that particular planet. For example, there is a moon rover, or we have that Mars rover, where it can move and take images or gather the soil automatically uh, automatically, and will use the data to take actions automatically without any human intervention, as I have previously said in my uh, other other presentation. Now, coming in coming to spacecraft autonomy, enabling long duration mission with minimal human oversight for efficiency. For example, there are many missions like Sputnik 1 and other satellites. Sorry, not Sputnik 1, but I just forgot the satellite names, which are probes which have sent out of that out of the space, where it can where it there will be a lot of time delay between the data being sent from the ground station to the satellite, and also from the satellite to the ground station. But we can use the artificial intelligence to take the decisions automatically without any human interventions. So it will be very much useful by using this. And AI based research. accelerating the analysis of scientific data through advanced AI algorithm. Now, coming to the next slide, and these slides will be explained by Miss Sai Mahima. The 2 slides will be explained by Sai Mahima and will conclude the presentation.
Hello. Sorry for the interruption earlier. So I'm here to take the last two sides, like challenges and ethical considerations. So by using AI, the most major thing which is provided by the AI is data privacy. So everything the satellite has a huge amount of data, and it should be prevented by unauthorized access. So we give more importance to the data privacy so that the data has been not lost. And next is bias in algorithms. So we create the algorithm in such a way that it will take its own decisions what to happen in such moment. And next is dependence on AI. Balancing human oversight with AI autonomy that ensures effective and space operations in challenging the environment. Let's go to last slide. The last slide is future prospects of AI space exploration. So it gives main importance to interplanetary missions, deep space exploration, and AI collaboration. So the AI will give a lot of major importance for everything, like majorly in space things, because AI is boosting now, and we need AI in literally everything, like robotics, whatever it may be. So it will help us to even make this technology give a whole change. So we are thinking to project our AI mission in space, which leads the technology a boost. Thank you for this presentation.